And now for the original Little Jack Horner. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner, eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I!" Jack loved Christmas pies, but he loved to be wise, and wisdom comes not of itself. "So pray, mother," cried Jack, "till from school I come back, put the rest of the pie on the shelf." Not far from the door, all ragged and poor, a woman he met by the way, who cried, "I have had, my good little lad, not a mouthful of victuals today." Then said little Jack, "I dare not go back, but our cottage your wants will supply. If my mother you see, pray ask her for me, for the rest of my nice Christmas pie." The beggar thus sent most willingly went, in hopes that the dame would not scorn her. To the door having run, cried, "I'm sent by your son, for the rest of the pie, Mrs. Horner." The good-natured dame immediately came and opened the cottage door quickly, then called to her daughter for hartshorn and water, for poor soul she looked very sickly. Quite pleased and content, the poor beggar went, and wished her benevolent son a blessing might prove of duty and love to reward the kind act she had done. The dame in a trice then took currants and spice, so pleased with the conduct of Jack, determined to try and make him a pie and bake it before he came back. "Come, Patty," she said, "my good little maid, come let me have all things in order. Move quickly we must, so you make the crust, and mind crimp nicely the border." Patty Horner obeyed, and pleased lent her aid, delighted the dame to assist. She did all she was bid, and never was chid, but often deserved to be kissed. With wonderful haste she completed the paste, and shred the nice mincemeat quite fine. She put one on the shelf, and made one for herself, on which with her daughter to dine. School was over at last, and dinner time passed. Jack looked to see what he could spy, and thought it most kind, though surprising to find, on the shelf a large Christmas pie. Said his mother, "My dear, a poor woman came here, to whom you your pie had resigned. So I thought it but right such a deed to requite, and am glad if it proves to your mind." She kissed her dear child, and said while she smiled, "May your goodness of heart ever last." He then went to his sister, and tenderly kissed her, and then to his charming repast. Now let every good boy with a sweetmeat or toy not slyly sneak into a corner, but to playmates repair and give them a share. In short, imitate little Jack Horner.